Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we're going to be trying an attack strategy with EDragons at Town Hall 13, which also uses the Siege Barracks and Hog Riders. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do EDragons here at Town Hall 13. Look at the army composition. I'm going to use EDragons. I'm going to use Hog Riders. I'm going to use a Siege Barracks, Royal Champion. So I'm going to go in and do some attacks here, which is going to be a little interesting. And a lot of times you're finding Lava Hound Ice Golems, Triple Ice Golems. A lot of times you're finding CCs that don't have anything that's going to target air. So technically EDrags would never pull out the CC, but Hogs and the Royal Champion could. So I'm going to try to do some legend attacks with this strategy, right? We'll see how it goes, but I do want to bring up, unfortunately, last war. So the first war, I got a 98% 2-star, so I can go into here. So what was it? 98% 2-star on number 3. And then on the second war, we got a 99% 2-star. Then the third war, I got a 100. And then the fourth war, I got a, hang on, 0 because I didn't attack. Yeah, I didn't attack. I was going to because I wanted to be the last one to attack. I want to let everybody else pick the base they want, and I was going to go with the last one remaining. And all I remember was I was going to do my attack, and then I just remember waking up like 3 hours after the war was over, and like I don't even remember falling asleep, and so I missed my attack. Don't hate me. Yeah, it feels awful. So it feels terrible. And I got 2-star in the very latest one here, so I'm not going to be in War 6 or 7. I was like, take me out. I don't deserve to be in the next wars there, so that was unfortunate. But I'm going to go ahead and do some legend attacks now with this EDragons, and we will see how this goes in Legends. But I think it's definitely a stronger attack strategy for the war bases than it would be in Legends, because Legends, you just have no idea what base you're going to face. Alright, so we're jumping into the first base here, and let's see. So the point of this attack strategy is to do a little bit of a queen walk, and then you do the Siege Barracks with the Royal Champion of the Hog Riders that come out of it. And you don't want to fly into the sweepers, and in this case, trying to see where the sweepers are. There's a sweeper pointing over the town hall. There's air defenses all on the top side, so best bet would be to have EDrags come from this side, to be honest. So I'm going to actually have the queen. Let's see, if I walk the queen over here, she can make her way technically to the town hall. I'm going to drop my king right here. He's going to loop down, right? He's going to loop down and around. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Siege Barracks right here as well. So let's see. So the queen, where is she going to go? She should go up. Yep, she's going to go up that way. And we're going to go ahead and drop... We're going to drop the EDragons right away. So EDragons are going to be down. Queen's going to have to get the rage. King's going to have to get his ability. Let's go ahead and drop a freeze right on this. Drop a rage in the core. Once the Hog Riders come out, we will go ahead and drop the Royal Champion. Pop the Warden ability. Go ahead and drop a poison right there. Go ahead and get another rage for the EDragons into the core. Go get a freeze right onto this. And they're moving their way through. Go ahead and freeze that. Get some view right there. Balloons. Very nice. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Royal Champion. Let's go ahead and freeze that. Royal Champion's actually coming up clutch right here. Let's go ahead and rage this. Royal Champion's doing a lot of work. EDragons are trying to see what else these EDrags can do. Get some skip value. The king. Let's go and get a baby dragon right here. Queen. Is she going to make her way to the town hall? It looks like. Pop her ability here. Town hall is going to go down. And hang on. We are trying here. Just the queen takes that down. And my queen's going to be like one of the last things alive. The healer's going to die. Air defense is going to go down. Hang on. Look at this. Look. the EDragons worked really well. Oh my goodness, even though we finished near the town hall, can we take out this double cannon? We do for the 3-star. Look at that. EDragons, Siege Barracks with the hogs. The Royal Champion following behind the Hog Riders to go in. And that is a 3-star with a strategy that I just came up with. I just tried it out and it ended up working out really well. Okay, we're going to jump back into this raid right here. And I want to see what we either did right, what we did wrong. I mean, obviously you got the 3-star, so something must have went right. But what allowed this attack to work? I want to kind of review this. So let me times it on 4 here. So my thought process of flying the EDragons on the opposite side of the town hall, one, I wasn't really worried. I was just going to see if it would work, right? I just wanted to test it because of the sweepers that was right here. I was thinking I can get the EDragons to go like this. I wanted the queen to kind of go like this and then walk all the way up and have the possibility of looping in to grab the town hall, which is exactly what she actually did. And then there was a lot of trash. So basically this base it seems like it's like an alley, right? And usually when you see these bases, these could be very good bases for EDrags. So here goes the king, here goes the Siege Barracks, and they're going to clear this whole left side. The queen's going to clear this whole right side, and then the EDragons are going to come right in between. So it's kind of like the dropping everything kind of in their quadrants. And also, you have a ton of time, right? So the queen, the king, and the EDragons are all down relatively early, meaning the EDragons have plenty of time to fly around. Here goes the hogs, right? So I popped the Grand Warden ability. I think that could have been a better Warden ability. Out comes the Lava Hound Ice Golem, okay. The Royal Champion's going through here. I'm losing my healers. I'm surprised that the queen was able to left. Look, all of my healers are like dying, and somehow I think I had a few left. I had also some 4 balloons, which I don't think got really any value over here other than just taking out that mortar. EDragons go here. I have 1 healer for the queen. EDrags get the skip value here. And, I mean, it was just a matter of the Royal Champion, the EDragons were kind of tanking the defenses. Royal Champion was helping. So, I think it was just a mix of everything just kind of cross-tanking for one another. And they were all getting their value, saving that queen ability for the end. And, hey, it ended up working out, something I didn't expect. But, again, I mean, I wouldn't try this in Legends League. It's something that will be very difficult to 3-star fresh bases. Bases that might be ring, I would say ring bases are probably the most common that you guys will be finding in Legends. And I just would not suggest an attack like this. But, I mean, it can work on certain bases, as you saw right there. Let me go ahead and jump into a few more examples of this attack that I did. All right, we're going to go ahead and try to hit this base with the EDragons. We're taking 1 jump because we feel like the queen can jump into getting into this section. She can reach over and grab the town hall as she loops around. So I'm going to drop the queen down here with a balloon, test for Sam's. And then I'll go ahead and drop the healers onto her right here. And we'll go ahead and drop, have the queen walk towards this air defense and hopefully go left here. Let's see. So she's going to go for this and then should go for the air defense next. And then there we go. And then I can target this archer tower like that. All right, so the queen hopefully can walk around. Drop a baby dragon here to help make sure she does funnel in like this. Drop a rage. Drop a freeze on the enemy queen. We're going to have to drop a freeze on the town hall as well. Drop a jump right here. Okay. So we're going ahead and drop the king right here. Queen was going to jump into this section. Drop the Siege Barracks right here. And I got that done. Okay, so I can drop a poison spell right here. Drop a rage onto the queen and the healers. Drop an E-Dragon. Drop the E-Drag like this. Handful of E-Dragons that come right through here. And then we're going to have a rage spell right into here. Pop the Warden ability through a Seeking Air Mine. We have Hog Riders. Another rage for the Queen to keep her alive. I don't have another rage for these E-Drags. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Royal Champ over here. Queen's reaching over the wall, getting some nice value. Let's see what this queen can get under rage. Royal Champ is still alive. Royal Champ's getting a ton of value now. EDrags are moving up over there. Queen's going to jump back outside the base. Royal Champ ability after I take this. 1, 2, 3, we'll pop that. Take down some of these Teslas. Queen's going to loop around. And that looks like it's pretty good here. Queen. Oh, the Royal Champ's going to die to the king and the cannon. But the queen can reach everything with her ability. Because I flew behind everything here. EDrag's going to clear the top side. The Archer Tower is going to go down. Not too many EDrags left, but that is definitely going to work. EDragons, that's Siege Barracks, Royal Champion. I mean, it's base dependent. I still wouldn't run it on any, like, legend bases because you just don't know. You're going to either have to take, you might need a jump, you might not need a jump, you might need some wall breakers. But EDragons, just make sure you fly behind the sweeper and the initial target for the EDrags, like, goes into that Eagle Artillery to take that down quick. And so I wanted to jump into another attack that I did versus Elliot. Granted, he had, I think, hogs in this one because he was doing some legend or some farming attacks. But you guys will still be able to see that the queen's going to be able to get some nice value. She's going to walk around. But the thing is where you use this Siege Barracks with the Royal Champion. And I think the best area is to use it away from a multi. So if you, I think I used it over here. So wizards, there's no multi that can reach the wizards on the outside here because it's too far inside. So I dropped some balloons here on this Archer Tower, but I wanted to see which way the queen would go. And so she ended up charging in here. Yes, hogs came out of here, but even if it was a Lava Hound or Ice Golem, it just would have slowed the queen down a little bit more. She still would have been able to get through it, no problem. So you don't really have to worry about too much about it being hogs here. But it's just for you guys to see, right? Maybe you guys want to try it out. I don't recommend trying it in Legends League because you never know what base you are going to hit, and this is one of the strategies that you really need to, like, plan the hit on the base. So in here goes the EDragons. They're going to move their way into the base like this. I decided not to pop the Grand Warden ability because I wanted to pop the Grand Warden ability in this area. I felt that was probably the best, but EDrags did take a lot of damage right there. So here comes the wizards and the P.E.K.K.A.s. They're gonna go up here, and I'm still holding on to my Royal Champion. I think I dropped the Royal Champion a little bit early here, but then here comes the hogs and the Royal Champion to clear kind of this side of the base over here, and then the EDragons will clear this side of the base, kind of working ground and air together, and then EDrags kind of will get some nice skip value through this area. Hogs, the Royal Champion, will clear this side over here. So, I mean, it would be very base dependent. I would not say to try it again in Legends because I don't think it's going to work all that well. Miners and hogs are by far the best attack strategy to use right now, I think, at Town Hall 13. But if you want to try out EDragons, this is definitely something that you can look into. You can try. I'll show you guys another example of this attack here, but this base might be a little popular. You guys might have seen this base before, so maybe give it a try on that one. And then finally, let's take a look at this base. So what do? I dropped the queen here. I wanted to see where the queen was going to go. I was like, okay, the queen can maybe grab this air defense right here if she walks in. But the big thing you want to look at is the sweepers. We have one sweeper that's pointing this way and the other sweepers that's pointing this way. So that means if I can get the queen to go like this, walk up the base like that, then this area will not be kind of like EDrags potentially could fly around the base like this. Yeah, there is a sweeper that's pointing here, but then the EDrags would pretty much like move their way around this way, I think. So let's see. So the queen goes to the cannon, and then she goes to the wizard tower, and then I believe she's going to continue to go up the base right here. Yeah, so the queen will go up. I dropped the baby dragon down here to help maybe pick off the cannon or some of the trash down here. The queen, unfortunately, her auto ability does go off, so I dropped the rage thinking that I might not need to, but then she goes for the wall right here because she's going to charge her way into this multi-target inferno. But so here comes the king. I want the king to clear this trash right here, and then the EDrags are just going to go right inside the base. I dropped the stone, or not the stone slammer, the Siege Barracks, and then the hogs and the world champion will come out together. There are defending hogs, right, in here, so what, it's just, I dropped the poison. If it was a lava hound, ice golem, they would just slow down. Queen still would have been able to make it through. But here goes the EDrags right in. I freeze this area, and I'm going to pop the Grand Warden, but a big thing is the Royal Champion is being protected and covered by the Hog Riders. And maybe you could use a Ice Golem, and then you can use the Royal Champion as well. But I think the Hogs work really well because they can jump in and get further into the base and provide that protection for that Royal Champion. And you can see here, the Royal Champion got a ton of value. EDrags are kind of getting their skip value as well. I have a handful of balloons left, but I mean, again, this is a attack strategy that you guys can maybe think, maybe adjust on the fly, on that you like for yourself. Do a lot of FCs, do a lot of practice. Maybe there's something that's better, or a variation of it that's better that I haven't found. I just thought of this, adding the Siege Barracks, Hogs, and the Royal Champion in an attack with EDrags, and it's actually tripled a handful of bases. Some of them were on the first try, some of them not at all, and then others it took a few tries. But I mean, give it a shot, see what you can do, because EDragons, definitely, I know a lot of you guys do like to use them, so I wanted to bring you guys a video of potentially a strategy with the EDragons. And again, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video with those EDrags, and let me know if you guys want to use this strategy or how you guys are using it going forward. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys go and hit that like button, subscribe down below for the daily content. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. CarbonFin signing out. Peace.